Don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe, don't breathe. If waits up, I'm on the Blizzard website. I don't see it. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Hell yes, it is here. It is here. Ah! Diablo 4 quarterly update, people. Hell freaking yes. Let's see. Ah! I'm breathing. We're here. Hello, this is a Necromancer. By the way, this was such a, without a trailer, I thought it's obviously Necromancer is male, but no, Necromancer female. And it's awesome. I would also like to take a moment to congratulate Diablo Immortal on its launch. The Immortal team worked incredibly hard to bring Diablo to life on mobile. It's exciting to have another way to enjoy Diablo. Today we're going to look at the final Necromancer trailer. Today we're going to look at the final launch class, the Necromancer. Now that's been announced on the big screen, we can jump into some of the grittier details and mechanics of the class. Let's go. Because Necromancer is awesome! That's how it should be! Today we're thrilled to announce that fan favorite, the Necromancer, is once again returning to slay and subjugate their enemies with necrotic magic. We had a blast working on this iconic class, and we can't wait to get you into it into your hands. Guys, let's go. Okay, class features. Magical, let's go. The Necromancer has two different types of resources they use, Essence and Corpse. Okay, seems logical. Essence is their primary resource, which restores itself automatically at a slow rate. Using basic skills on the Necromancer will also grant Essence, allowing them to, primary skills are giving you Essence, allowing them to cast their skills more often. Corpses, on the other hand, are the leftovers remains of the enemies, surprise, who die near the Necromancer, as usual. These remains can be used to summon skeletal minions or to powder various other skills. I can predict it! I don't see it, but I know that there's gonna be corpse explosion. In addition to appearing when enemies are killed near the Necromancer, corpses can also be generated via various effects, giving you additional control over how often you want to interact with them. Here we go. While there will be plenty of corpses at the baseline level, we're aware that some players will want to lean into this resource, and as a result have included plenty of options to ensure that they are not left wanting. So beautiful. Let's go. Tak, what is this? Corpses. Yeah, Necromancer and corpses on the ground. Hell yes. We are going. Necromancer. As far as weapons and other unique gear, Necromancers use swords, daggers, wands, focuses, and shields. In addition to these, there are also the only class that can use scythes. Obviously. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Guys, this is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Necromancer, way better than everything that we saw so far. Yeah, this is, I don't know, this is how Necromancer should look. How to close you, even. Yeah, this is how Necromancer should look. This seems like, yeah, this is a Necromancer. This is the dark dude or girl who is summoning death. The rune painting is on point. I also think so. Ay. I like the hairs. No, my style, obviously. This is some witch doctor mix. This is a witch doctor mix, guys. This is some witch doctor transmogs. Look at this. This is not chest ammo. This is this is a chest ammo, but freaking it's corpse. This is quite Necromancer chest ammo. Yes! 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 You are going! Yeah! Thank you so much! Oh. I'm for the red. This also looks sick. But I think the red one. All the details, guys. Oh, ah. Oh gosh. I'm going Necromancer. It's all, you know that I'm going Necromancer. Additionally, what self-respecting Necromancer would be running around the world of Sanctuary without curses? Ah, Jesus! What self-respecting Necromancer would be running without cursor? We're happy to say that you will be able to put these nasty debuffs on your enemies to your heart's content with skills like Decreepify and Iron Maiden making a return! Diablo 2! Decreepify him! This is way too good. Poor Baal should run, guys. Baal should run. I mean, like, because we're gonna decreepify Baal. Yeah, let's go. Oh Jesus, playstyles. The Necromancer has 4 high-level playstyles that players can choose between. These playstyles are Bone, Darkness, Blood, and the Army. Builds, specifications, what are we talking about? Bone skills are relatively physical in nature, and those benefit more heavily from effects such as Critical Strike. These skills also benefit from having and spending large amount of essence, and they have various effects that can cause each of their individual attacks to be even more powerful. Bone Spirit is back in Diablo 4, and it now has unique twist that exemplifies what Bone skills are all about. Bone Spirit not only has cooldown, but also consumes all essence the player currently. Let's watch. Another Bone skill that Necromancer will have access to is Bone Prison. When Bone Prison! Baal, like, I'm sorry, Baal, poor Baal. Bone Prison. When the player casts Bone Prison, they slam their weapon into the ground, calling forth a circle wall of bone to surround the target, enemy, or area. Enemies cannot move through this space while the Bone Prison persists. Bone Prison. Bone Spirit, I assume, again. Bone Prison, Bone Spirit. Okay. Okay. The Darkness. Darkness skills use shadow magic to overwhelm their enemies. These kinds of attacks tend to be not based or attack multiple times in a short window, with various benefits and rewards being granted for damaging enemies in this way. Darkness skills also tend to have various debuffs and crowd control elements so that they can keep their enemies at bay while they die A slow, painful death. Beautiful. Decompose is a basic darkness. And another darkness skill is Blight. Let's see them. Low, they're slowly. Decompose is this, yeah, you're summoning things. And Blights, okay. Wait a moment. Blight launches a ball of dark energy in a direction upon hitting an enemy of expiring, deals an explosion of damage while leaving behind a defiled area, dealing periodic damage to enemies inside over time. The basic darkness skill, Decompose, is a basic darkness skill that allow you to channel dark magic into enemies, dealing damage to them while also generating essence. Sweet. Okay, Blood. Necromancer can also use the power of blood magic. It is Necromancer. To siphon the life from their enemies. Not only do these skills tend to have defensive-oriented benefits, they also have many ways to turn that defense into offense for the player, empowering them and rewarding them for having large amount of maximum health, as well as keeping their current health total life. Draining the blood from enemies, keeping your and getting buffs from it. So, Blood Surge draws a small amount of blood from nearby enemies to the Necromancer that then expels a Blood Nova, dealing damage near summoning the blood and doing a boom nearby player's location. Another blood skill is Blood Mist. Upon activation, the Necromancer disperses into a bloody mist, becoming a temporary immune to all damage while draining the life. Guys, and we saw in the cinematic, actually, there is one weird skill when Necromancer is launching the blood wave. I assume they're showing only 2 skills per type, but I assume it's also blood magic skill. Maybe I'm crazy, let's see. This is a blood mist thing. And this is the siphon thing. Jesus. Again. A scary creature, should I say. Blood Surge draws a small amount of blood from nearby enemies and expels a Blood Nova. The Blood Mist, upon the necrosis, dispenses into a bloody mist that becoming temporary immune to all damage while draining. This is a spirit realm, but in a bloody mist! Thank you so much! Thank you for following! Come on! In a bloody mist we are going! There is a universally powerful defensive skill that can give you temporary to all damage while draining the life of any nearby enemy's shit. Not only you are, no one can attack you, you're immune to all kinds of damage, you're also draining the life from the enemies around you. Such a sweet character. The army. As you would expect, Necromancer can summon the undead to their own binding. We also allow players to specialize into empowering their army as much as possible, which includes various kinds of skeletons as well as the classic golem. We saw golem everywhere, yeah. One advantage to this method of playing is that it can easily incorporate the benefits of bone, darkness or blood skills, allowing you to have a great deal of customizations to have you to how you want to interact with your army. So of course you have your pets plus blood. Please, I think I will go blood. Bone, darkness, yeah, I think I will go blood. You have blood spells to go completely crazy and nuts. You need to go blood. As an example, we believe it would be perfectly viable to have a player pursue a darkness-themed army, blood, so they are mistaken, it's a blood-themed army, built with Decompose as their basic skill to generate corpses, as there is an obvious synergy there. However, if the player wishes to generate corpses via the other means, they can just as easily take a nostalgia trip to the year 2000 and just collect bone spears at their enemies from a distance while opting for all of the bone skill synergies that the Necromancer has to offer. Okay, a lot of iterations on how we want the experience of summoning the undead to feel for the player and how much of the skill bar should be dedicated to this part of the class. To that end, we've come up with what we feel is the best possible version to ensure that players have as much customization as possible over not only the army itself, but also in which other skills they want to use to support their own unique playstyle. If a player wants to have the maximum number of summoned units possible, then they will only have a dedicated 2 buttons to their skill bar. The maximum number of summoned units possible, 2 bars. 2 skill buttons on the skill bar. One to raising skeletons and the other for their golem. Logical. The raise skeleton button is a one-stop shop to raise all the different skeletons a player can summon. And the golem button is used to command the golem to use a unique effect that is dependent on the type of golem that is currently active. Guys, classic, beautiful. With this setup, we've found a great balance between having the necessarily tools for raising and commanding a Necromancer army while also leaving room for player expression in what additional skills they want to put on their bar. Here we go. How many skeletons do we have? Here is the golem. I assume some bone golem. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it the maximum? Is it how it should be? I'm not sure. I see some skeletons warriors. These probably the mages. Something like the mages is going here. No, at least 7 skeletons and the golem gonna be there. Okay. Book of the Dead. Book of the Dead. Let's go. Speaking of armies, what self-respecting Necromancer isn't wandering around with one? Well, actually that might be you. While we absolutely have the full support you would expect to fulfill all your undead summoning needs, we are also giving some love to players who want a more independent playstyle. Okay. Character, Book of the Dead, abilities. Book of the Dead, skeletal warriors, skeletal mages, I don't know. So, no, yeah, they're gonna be skeleton warriors, they're gonna be skeleton mages, they're gonna be the golem. But I assume skeleton warriors and skeleton mages we're gonna summon with anyway 1 button. And there is the golem. And they are from a different subtypes. Shadow, Skirmisher, someone translate please, and Blood. Golems, probably subtype of the golem is Blood Golem. Okay, take it. Due to the Book of the Dead, the Necromancer's unique class mechanic, right from the moment you log in, you will start with an extra skill on your bar, Raise Skeleton. With this button, you will immediately be able to raise undead warriors to fight on your side. In addition to this, you will have access to the Book of the Dead. This is a space where you can customize your army or luck thereof with increasing options as you level your character. Okay. This is a special cherry on top of a Necromancer. This is a special Necromancer mechanic that will be available only for the Necromancer. There are 3 customizable summons in this space: Skeletal Warrior, Skeletal Mage, and the Golem. Each summon also has 1 of 3 specializations that you can choose from. As an example, yeah guys, as I said, as an example, you can have your Skeleton Warriors be these Defenders or Reapers. Skirmishers are a more standard warrior but have increased damage and reduced health. Defenders have bonus health, and Reapers have slower attacks, deal damage in AoE in front of them, and have a special wind up attack that deals a high amount of damage. Okay, sexy. In addition to this, each specialized unit in the army has unique upgrades available to them, giving you even more customization, oh my gosh, over how each unit in their army functions in their overall playstyle. These units and upgrades will have synergies with the various playstyles mentioned above, as well as add their potential ways to play. Okay. This is Book of the Dead, guys. This is a special ability of the Necromancer. Necromancer will be having, by default, will be having the skeleton army. Do I understand correctly? Again, guys. Right from the moment you log in, you will start with an extra skill on your bar. Raise Skeleton. You will immediately be able to raise undead warriors to fight by your side. This is a space where you can customize your army or lack thereof. Someone translate for me, what does this mean? Or lack thereof. I'm telling you guys, each time, Diablo post, blog post, I'm learning English. New words for me is happening. But yeah, guys, you have different types, different skill types for the Necromancer, and you can customize your army. This is awesome. This is what I will be doing. You can make your army how you want, and each army type, skeleton warrior, skeleton mage, and golems, they have different subtypes, also types. No army, which increase options you have. So you can go without the army, but you have the skeleton. But you have keep going. Skeleton warrior. Select an upgrade. There is an upgrade. Select a sacrifice. Whatever does this mean? But yeah, for skeleton warriors, there is the 3 types of skeleton warriors you can choose. You can select some upgrades. You can select some sacrifice. Add some sacrifice. No, magnificent. Okay. In addition to the customization, we have also added the ability for players to sacrifice different components of their army for personal benefits. This is the sacrifice part, this one, the sacrifice. Next to each unit type in the Book of the Dead is an extra option to sacrifice the ability to summon that unit in exchange for personal permanent buff. These buffs are carefully designed and placed so that players can mix and match, having none, some, or all the possible summoned units while still having relevant options to enhance their build. Okay, you can sacrifice your skeleton, you can sacrifice everyone. You can just like, boom, explode them sometimes. Our goal with this system is that there should be something for everyone to be excited about. There are relevant, powerful options to choose from, where players want to play with the full army, part of the army, or even for those who wish to forget their army completely and play solo. That's really wrong way. But anyway, we've had a blast playing with this system so far, and we're excited to see the various combinations that you all come up with to push your Necromancer to the next level. So, guys, as far as I understand, Book of the Dead is the thing that you are using for your skeletals, for your skeletal army. This is a special thing for skeletals, yeah, for summons. If you're not using any summoning skills, well, I assume you're not using Book of the Dead. with increasing options as you level your character. There are 3 customizable summons in this space. Or maybe, guys, or am I crazy? You can. It's saying that you can add here. No, like, yeah, there are 3 summons. But what if you can add here different skills and probably like rank up your different skills if you're not going for this with the summons? Or Book of the. No, it's logical. Book of the Dead. Most likely you're going just with the summons. It is supposed to be for the summons. Keep going. Final thoughts. We are so excited to be able to bring the Necromancer to Diablo 4. I agree. We can't wait to get it into your hands. Whenever you're a veteran player who puts in thousands of hours over many years, or a new adventurer in the world of Sanctuary, we hope you will have a lot of fun with what we've been able to create. As always, please leave your feedback. Necromancer! Rogue today lost. No, I didn't lost. As always, please leave your feedback on what you've shown, what we've shown you so far. While we are confident that we are on the right track, we know that the best ideas and the best games are created with input from the community. Thank you all so much for your patience and for joining us on this epic journey through the world of Sanctuary. We promise it to be worth the wait. Oh, guys, this is so beautiful. Adam Jackson, lead class designer, Diablo 4.